Greetings. This is going to be a collective energy reading. First and foremost, Holy Spirit, casting away all dark energies sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you. Alrighty. So we're just going to hop right into this reading. Right. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? Alrighty. Okay, so someone could be having some problems like within some type of family dynamic, and it could be causing you to feel very exhausted. And also, you just feel like this situation's kind of like a failure, and you are now making the decision whether you want to continue the situation or not. Yeah, bottom of the deck. So you're definitely moving on. Like you're thinking of moving on away from the situation, just to have a sense of relief. All right, because it was causing you a lot of anxiety. Okay, you were feeling very isolated as well. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, it's a very difficult choice for you to make. It took you probably a long time to come to this decision, but it seems as though like that was the best decision you could make. Yeah. So you're taking quick action towards doing this. Who are you? Who exactly is it being walked away from? Okay, yeah. I said who exactly it is. So definitely a lover situation, or it could be a Gemini that you're walking away from, or it could be like a union. Whether unions represent family or whatever, because I did start out with family, but it's giving like I don't know, it's a weird type of energy. So low key, it's giving like a situationship. Yeah. And this individual is like overly confident, this page of swords energy. And they're definitely chatty. Like it seems as though they talk a lot. Maybe that's something that you liked in the past, but now you're just like, please shut the fuck up. Yeah, because this individual is very pessimistic. And then it's like their energy was starting to like rub off on you as to where you started to experience a lot of delays and, gloom. Like you were probably an individual that was like, the life of the party, you like to talk, you like to go out, you like to have a good time. And then after a while, it just, dwindled down. What else? Yeah. But you definitely are standing your ground when it comes to this situation. This individual did not expect you to walk away or even to consider walking away from them. They viewed you as an individual being very persistent. Yeah. And you're trying to go, towards a lot of new opportunities. And as you move towards these new opportunities, it's like you're coming off as very fearless, very passionate. And then you're also very enthusiastic, which is, hasn't been the feeling that you've been having lately. Yeah. And you made this decision with this Ace of Swords. Like you definitely are going after new opportunities that come your way. And a part of that opportunity was taking the opportunity to walk away from this individual. So maybe, you forgave this individual a lot for like different things that they were doing. And they just kept shalantan. Like they just thought you was just gonna keep, forgiving them over and over again. And then it's like the last situation that happened, you already had it in your mind, like, oh, you fuck up one more time and I'm gone. And you took that as an opportunity to get the fuck. As you should. Somebody is fed up, okay? Yeah, and you're releasing it, and then you're also releasing a lot of traumas that happened in the past, especially like it's giving like a trauma bond. Like at one point, you guys did have a lot of attraction towards each other, and also like you had a lot of understanding, like shared understanding with each other because you both were generous in the past, and then it turned into just you being generous. This person also could be like financially insecure, which could have been another reason why you didn't want to like walk away from them. Yeah, and then it's like this person is not like they're not motivated. Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse, so it's like they're very self-absorbed, and then they're also like not balanced. So like as you're starting to get your shit together, they're definitely not, and that's why judgment has been called on this situation. And then it's given the energy of someone that was also very judgmental. It's like that saying, the pot calling the kettle black. Like it was that type of person. And then you started to reflect. Like as you've gone through this awakening, it's given you like the space to really reflect on yourself. And you're also being called to really forgive yourself, for sometimes, dealing with shit that you shouldn't have been dealing with. Yeah, because this person was very demanding, very pushy, and their energy is very like, ugh, like they're vengeful as well. This person is probably very hot tempered, as to where you were like walking on pins and needles. Yeah, like you kind of felt like you had to walk on pins and needles in order to defend yourself, like for your safety. But now you're in like the energy of fighting for what you think is right. Like you're definitely not dealing with that bullshit anymore. So that's really good. Yeah. You're coming up as the Empress. So you definitely have some new love, new feelings coming your way. It's a lot of newness coming in for you, especially when it comes to your emotions. You had to hold a lot back. And as you are moving in this new cycle and closing out of that old cycle, you're finding a lot of balance, especially with balancing your time, and also balancing like your priorities as well. And you're also being called to be compassionate with yourself, okay? Yeah. You followed your intuition, and that's what led, for you to have this awakening. So you're definitely manifesting a lot of new opportunities for you, more specifically like within your career. Yeah, it's a lot of achievements coming your way, and it's through your strength and your bravery, closing out of this cycle. Anything else the collective needs to know? Right. Anticipate a lot of individuals being generous with you. Anticipate your spirit guides, your spirit team, the Most High, Yahweh, the universe, the Holy Spirit. Um, Look forward to receiving a lot of blessings, like literally. Like you're definitely going to be receiving a lot of good energy that is gonna leave you in the energy of like being inspired, because you're imagining so much, especially about your future. Like you feel like your future is so bright. You feel like your future is very abundant, and that's the truth. So continue to be independent, okay? This individual is gonna try to come back to talk to you. Yeah, and you're literally gonna let them know where it's going, like for real. Because they're going to come to you like they don't have any clarity. Like maybe this person's going to try to reach out to you like, oh, I want some closure or blah blah blah, and you're going to give them the closure that they need, and you're going to let them know where they had you fucked up at. Yeah. So this peace that you're achieving, definitely hold on to it. If this person does reach out to you and you do not want to have conversations with them, definitely don't, okay? You have a lot of new perspectives when it comes to celebrating, because you feel liberated. Like you really feel like you have a breath of fresh air. What else, Holy Spirit? So somebody can be a singer, or you releasing this individual definitely help to open up your throat chakra. Yeah, with 1232, this message in 1232 is to trust in the universe. It's also a message of hope, prosperity, abundance, staying focused on your aspiration, goals, and expectations, and most importantly, having faith in yourself. Okay. Yeah, this person was definitely an energy vampire. Like they minimize your problems. They like to use people. They preyed on your kindness, okay? And then on top of that, they always wanted to be the center of attention. But this is your message to know with this 1111. You are definitely on the right path, okay? So look forward to your wishes being fulfilled, your dreams coming true. Like you have a lot of luck coming your way. Yeah, you're definitely going to be celebrating soon. You're also being called to save your coins at this time. Be mindful of your spending habits. Start to plan for your future. You definitely have a lot coming your way. Yeah. And now this motherfucker is punching the air. They are tight. They're very disappointed and frustrated with themselves because you're being viewed as the sun. All right. This individual definitely is not a positive person. And maybe that was the first sign that you needed to walk away from them. It gave you the energy of like you were around this person. You were probably around them a lot. Maybe you lived together or something. I don't know. But you started to feel like you were alone. Like this individual was committed to not like understanding you at all. Yeah, they were trying to manifest towers in your life. They were literally trying to manifest towers in your life, and that's why they're currently going through a tower moment, okay? And it has to do with emotional expression of your Ten of Pentacles. Like, it was meant for you to speak up for yourself, and it was literally your legacy. Things had to go that way. So as long as you continue to stand in your power and remain authentic and, stand in your personal power, definitely praying to the Most High with completing this cycle completely, you are going to be fine. Okay, just remain optimistic about it. Okay, especially when it comes to romantic connections, there's definitely some romantical, things that is kind of, working in your energy right now. So just make sure you're working on your confidence and practicing self-love, saying your self-love affirmations, okay? Because at this time, you are definitely moved by love, but you're being called to continue to be confident within yourself, especially when it comes to standing your ground. It's giving this individual is going to try to reach out to you, y'all. Yeah. So yeah, be patient and stand in your power. Pretty much stand in your power, please. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. You definitely have a lot of forward momentum coming your way. Yeah. As you maintain these healthy boundaries, this individual is stagnant. They are stuck. You have to maintain your healthy boundaries as well, because if you reach out to this individual, if you allow them back into your space, you are going to be stuck just like them. Like, you're going to pick up on their karma, and we definitely don't want that. Yeah. So definitely make this necessary ending. And if you have made this necessary ending, focus on gaining closure and practicing forgiveness just for you to be able to move forward so you can achieve balance when it comes to being excited and working, on yourself and being spontaneous as well. Okay? Because sometimes things don't go according to plan, but you letting go of this individual is in the spotlight with the divine. So just make sure you're being focused and following your intuition for real. Yeah. Make sure you're processing your feelings in a healthy way at this time, okay? Because you are gaining a lot of mental clarity as you're soul searching, as you're journaling, as you're, meditating and really opening your heart chakra back up. So that's really good. Clarify this Page of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Like, what news coming in? Yeah. So you're definitely going to have some change coming in, and the change is going to be with you being very hard on yourself. You had to deal with someone that was very critical of you. Like, it was just ridiculous with this energy. Honestly, it's kind of horrible, and it caused you to doubt yourself and to not really like believe in yourself. Um, Look forward to this change coming in to where your confidence is really going to be growing, okay? As you stay away from this individual and be certain about your path and where you want it to go, okay? The things that you're daydreaming about, the things that you really wanted to happen, the things that you thought about when you were around this individual, like, ugh, I can't wait till I could do this, and that once this motherfucker gets away from me. They're gone now, all right? So focus on those dreams so you can manifest them, okay? Anything the collective needs to know in closing, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you are heavily manifesting at this time. All right. And it's because you reached a breaking point when it came to these individuals. You do not have to worry about people coming to you being weird towards you. Look, it's a lot of togetherness happening. That cycle is done where you had to deal with individuals talking down on you, where you had to deal with individuals treating you a certain type of way. It's completely over with. Okay? Look out for this divine love for you to come into contact with your soul tribe. A lot of harmony, okay? A lot of celebrations, a lot of shared understanding, a lot of shared love, and also, most importantly, a lot of alignment of values, okay? You're going to be around individuals that share the same morals and values that you do. Yeah, so just continue to set these boundaries, okay? And also make sure that you're letting go of materialism at this time. Don't just look at the surface level. Something can look pretty, but it can be shitty on the inside, and you have that clarity now, okay? Yeah. And someone like you're very hopeful, okay? You're hopeful for this divine love to come into you, and it is coming, okay? And it's going to have a lot of individuals upset. They are going to be so tight as you move on from this conflict, especially in peace and in love. Like somebody felt like, oh, if collective walks away from me, they just going to be bitter. They're not going to look towards nothing, nothing, nothing. No, they're definitely tight because you chose to walk away with love. You release them with love, and that is why you are being blessed with your horizons expanding. Okay, your ascended ancestors are definitely celebrating you. You are going to receive a lot of feedback. Okay, somebody's definitely a healer. Yeah. So you just have to stay consistent. Okay. This person thought they were a player. They thought they could just get away with whatever, but all the truth is being revealed. And it's also being revealed that you are a hard worker. You are the one that is very consistent. You are the one that has a routine. You are the one that has dreams and goals that you're working towards. And this person tried to project onto you as if you were them. But now individuals are seeing that this person was full of shit. Like they were just chatting, bro. Yeah, and it's because you chose to take pure action towards your passions, all right? And you also practice tough love, but you are also honest. You are also compassionate, all right? And this individual was very, very arrogant. You are realizing that you are the blessing, okay? So continue to stand in that power, all right? You also are going to feel a belonging to some type of community, okay? You have a lot of forward momentum coming your way, and it has to do with balancing your emotions. You had to deal with a lot of imposters as to where they were kind of devilish in the background, but to everyone, they came off as something completely different. That is all being revealed. Yeah, the divine definitely called judgment against this individual. They were trying to affect your emotional stability. Somebody was doing a lot of mental magic. Yeah, and now they have the anxiety, they have the fears, they're all fucked up in the head because they were trying to manifest that shit into your life. Yeah. All right, so make sure that you're making peace with the past. And then you came up as the Empress, so you're definitely a divine being that I'm talking to. You're in a very fertile energy at this time. So make sure that you're journaling. Make sure you're working on your inner child healing. Okay, and any feelings of nostalgia that may come up for you, if it is positive, definitely bask in that energy. If it is something negative, make sure that you're coming to peace with it and practicing forgiveness so you're able to move forward so you can continue to heal. All right. This was a really good message. This individual was definitely messy, but it's looking like you stood your ground, yo. Like you definitely practiced tough love. Like you told somebody where they had you fucked up at, like, and that's that, and that's what gave you a lot of emotional stability because you remained kind and compassionate, even though this person was fueled with hate. Like it was a lot of secret animosity. Like King of Wands, Queen of Cups, like they were definitely trying to play on your emotions, and they definitely, at one point, they were taking advantage of it. But then you realized your legacy was at stake, your generational wealth was at stake. So you realized that you had to walk away from that shit, and that is why you were able to stand in your divine power. Okay, so that's really good because you have a lot of forward momentum. Okay, so just make sure that you're continuing to remain balanced emotionally, physically. Make sure that you're grounding your energy, practicing yoga, meditating, doing your self-love affirmations. Um, yeah, somebody's definitely being called to make a vision board or something, just so you can write it down, like any ideas you may have, like with your money, or if you want to go back to school, or if you whatever goals that you have, make sure you're writing it down. That is also going to help speed up the momentum with you manifesting these desires. All right, this was a really good reading. If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live and love and light. Bye.